Okay, I
I,
think we're recording.
oh, perfect. I'm Kaylee Dutton, and I'm going to be playing Miranda.
I'm Melissa Cisneros, and I'm playing Prospero.
Okay.
We are doing a scene or Act 1, Scene 2, and we're going to start off now.
All right. If by your art, my dearest father, you have put the wild waters in this roar, allay them. The sky, it seems, would pour down stinketh pitch, but that the sea, mounting to thy welkin's cheek, dashes the fire out. Oh, I have suffered with those I saw suffer. A brave vessel who had, no doubt, some noble creature in her, dashed all to pieces. Oh, thy cry did knock against my very heart. Poor souls, they perished. Had I been any god of power, I would have sunk the sea with the earth or ear. It should the good ship so have swallowed, and the frothtening souls within her.
Be collected, no more amazement. Tell your piteous heart there's no harm done.
Oh, woe the day.
No harm I have done, nothing, but in care of thee, my dear one. Thee, my daughter, who art ignorant of what thou art, not knowing of whence I am, nor that I am more better than Prospero, master of a full poor cell, and thy no greater father. 'Tis
More
time I should inform thee farther. Lend thy hand and pluck my magic garment from me. So lie there, my art, wipe thou thine eyes, have comfort, the direful spectacle of the rack, which touch the very virtue of compassion in thee. I have with such provision in mine art, so safely ordered that there is no soul, no, not so much perdition as an hair betid to any creature in the vessel, which thou heardst cry, which thou saw'st sink, sit down, for thou must not know farther.
You have often begun to tell me what I am, but stopped and left me to a bootless inquisition, concluding, stay, not yet.
The hours now come, the very minute bids thee. Ope thine ear, obey and be attentive. Canst thou remember a time before we came unto this cell? I do not think thou canst, for then thou wast not out 3 years old.
Certainly, sir, I can.
By what? By any other house or person of anything the image tells me that hath kept with thy remembrance.
'Tis far off, and rather like a dream than an assurance, than my remembrance warrants. Had I not 4 or 5 women once that tended me?
Thou hast, and more, Miranda, but how is it that this lives in thy mind? What seest thou else in the dark backward, in abysm of time? If thou remembered out ere thou canst hear, how thou earnest here thou mayest.
But that I do not.
12 years since, Miranda, 12 years since thy father was the Duke of Milan, and a prince of power.
Sir, are not you my father?
Thy mother was a piece of virtue, and she said thou was my daughter, and thy father was Duke of Milan, and thou his only heir and princess. No worries issued.
Oh, the heavens! What foul play had we that we came from thence? Or blessed was thee we did.
Both, my girl. By foul play, as thou sayest, were we heaved hence, but blessedly hop hither.
Oh, my heart bleeds to think of that I've turned to you, which is from my remembrance. Please you, father.
My brother and thy uncle called Antonio. I pray thee, mark me, that a brother should be so pernicious. He whom next myself of all the world I loved, and to him put the manage of my state, and as that time, through all these ignories, it was the first and Prospero the prime duke, being so reputed in dignity, and for the liberal arts without a parallel, those being all my study, the government I cast upon my brother, and to my state grew stranger, being transported and wrapped in secret studies. And those are our lines. Thank you.
Thank you.